Okay, hello, welcome back to Tormented Souls, where I went to a save point after my PC crashed and used the last of our save point. So that might be a problem. Okay, so I don't remember exactly what the clue was in the thing, but we can figure it out, okay? We can figure it out. It's not too hard. Hopefully this actually won't fall apart. I think I need to do it in the future, like push the buttons in the order, like maybe, you know, just the one that we push just always happens no matter what you push. And you have to do that. He says. Up. Up. Don't know why my map button isn't working. Fine. Okay. I don't know what causes them to trigger again. A map of the area. They rebind keys. Right stick. Really? Okay. That shows what room we're in. I'm sure that's not the button that I was pressing. Okay, so I need to get back to the meeting room, which is this room, I think. And then we're going to go to the basement. So I could go into the picture on the way. And just, you know, I think it's stomach, head, touch, throat, heart. But let's just double check, you know, rather than make multiple journeys. And then we'll do that in the basement, and if that does nothing, then we're going to have to go explore. See what we can find. Hopefully PC doesn't crash today, he says. Copium. Let's not curse it. Okay, so we're in the past. Penis, roses, jasmine flowers. I can never remember. Head, stomach. Butterflies in my stomach. Cold skill under my caress. So head, stomach, hands, whisper, heart. Scream into the wind. Am I stupid? Okay, let's try that again, but with the whisper. So head, stomach, hands, whisper, feel it in my heart, because it's not on the lips. You know, it might not be that. And then scream into the wind. I am just fucking dumb. Okay, and he screamed into the wind! There were 2 pushes on one of the buttons. Okay, so now we explore this in the past. Which seems a lot longer than in the future. What the fuck? Baby, you? That's you that died in that cage? Looking very mournful. I mean, you can clearly see that that's meant to be you. Okay, the kid realized it. It's you. Or your twin, you know, because twins are a thing in this game. Yes, it's hello. We are the same.
Who are you? You don't seem to be one of them.
I'm you, but from the future.
One of them? What are you doing down here?
My grandfather and those men in suits locked me down in this cell. Please, miss, You have to help me get out of here.
Of course I'll help. Stay calm, okay? Everything will be all right. I promise.
But you died in the future. Your
Where are your
bones
parents?
are kind of in the cage in the
My
future.
father is on a business trip. He should be back in a couple of days. And my mother was also captured by those men.
I'm so sorry. I'll get you out of here. First, we need to find a way to open the door.
Is she Canadian? Sorry.
What do you plan to do, miss? Those men in suits took the key with them, and I don't think it's a good idea that you get close to them.
I'm sure there's a way to get the lock off without using the key.
Yeah, a big hammer.
Please hurry. There
Like,
isn't
it
much
just
time.
forces it out of the
We
thing.
need to
Doesn't
save
even
Mother.
break it.
We'll get you out. Just wait a little longer.
Oot. I'm hearing the Canadian.
Have you
sorry.
found a way to open up the cell door?
I'm working on it. Don't be afraid. We'll get you out of there.
Please, miss. You are my only hope.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, you are my only hope. Can't give it with the lock. It's nice that it was like it doesn't fit acids. Just burn the lock off. It'll take days to have an effect, but
What have
still.
you done to the lock, miss?
I poured acid on
I
it.
poured some acid on it. The metal will eventually dissolve, but it will take some time.
I only hope that the acid works
So in the
fast.
future,
There's
it will now
almost
be
no
open.
candle left.
She'll still
You
be
have to be patient, little one. Sooner or later, the lock will fall apart. For now, the best we can do is wait.
dead. Sooner or
Thank you,
later.
miss.
What is your name, little one?
I don't think the acid will stay
Anna.
stuck on it, to be
Anna
fair.
Wildberger. I live here in
You know,
the
little
hospital with
thing of
my
acids.
parents and my
I
sister.
don't think it works that way.
Have we met before?
I wasn't actually expecting it to work.
Your face seems familiar, but
'Cause you're the
I'm
same
sure
person.
We've never seen each other before. Do you work in the hospital?
No, but I
Then
have
again,
this
she
photograph.
couldn't be dead
Are
in the
you
past
one
if,
of
you know,
these
we rescue
girls?
her from the future.
What? Why do you have this photograph?
I don't know, but I'm trying to figure it out. It was mailed to me a few weeks ago.
You know, space-time continuum. You only are existing because you freed yourself in the past.
A few weeks ago? My father took that photo yesterday morning, just before he left for his trip. Why are you lying to me?
Because I'm from the future and this isn't actually
I
happening.
swear I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth.
What do you want from me?
I just want to help you get out of here.
I'm not talking to you anymore. That acid was probably another lie to fool me. You never wanted to help me get out.
Anna, you have to listen to me. I need you to trust me. I am your friend.
I'm your
I
twin.
don't want to talk to you anymore.
Anna, listen to me.
Anatomically, we are twins. Okay, really weird. Yes! Okay, so we've got an extra save. That's good. Okay. So, you know, we used our last save at the end of the last game, and now we have another tape recorder duel. That all that's in here? Just some extra tape. I'll take it. I'll take it. Now that's probably going to be open in the future. Take days to have effects. You don't want
I
to talk to
don't
anyone.
want to talk to you.
You have that candle looks like it'll last quite a while. Honestly. Plus, well, you did die in the camera in the future, but now probably not. You know, it's gonna be open for her, right? And you're gonna be free. Free at last. Don't sing Repo. Okay, so let's go down and investigate. And if it's not open, we'll push the buttons again in the correct order. The head, stomach, hand, throat, heart, throat. I mean, the door is already open, but, you know, pushing anything probably opens it, right? We certainly didn't do the correct combination. Right, so here's where I pulled this back and it revealed the secret entrance down here, which you probably never got to see because of crashing. Now that's where we will just I don't know which part we got the tape in, whether it was in the secret compartment or not. You know, if it was in the secret compartment, that kind of invalidates everything too. Like, you know, having to push the correct order in the future. Good job I went in there and, like, double checked that, huh? And then realised my mistake, because, you know, sleep deprivation and everything that I've been going through is being open. Something very odd happened. A woman holding a lighter that brightened my prison appeared from the darkness. At first I was afraid. I was petrified. But her features reminded me of Mother, because you're related. She came close to me and told me that she would help me get out of here. Then she poured acid on the cell door. What if we are her mother as well? You know, we go to the past to rebirth ourselves and her. She showed me that the picture her father took of Emma and me a couple of days ago and told me she'd received it in the mail more than a week ago. After that, she left with the promise of returning. She never did. The acid worked. The woman was right. I just needed to wait. Luckily, the suited men have not arrived yet. I'll find a place to hide until father returns from his trip. No dates. No dates. There's dates on there, so it's like, you know, 15th of the 1st. 11th of the 15th, 1980. American dates. 15th of the 11th, 15th of November. My third Ella Margarita. This is Spanish? Mi absolutno interrupto a la habitación zonto a 10 personas que trae que le cumbrian complemente los hombres y deregulation hacia narratas de comas. Late night. Late one night. What? This is different? Oh my god, I've missed pages from things where I've not clicked on the other tabs because I've assumed that this stupid arrow clicked through it. I was like, this doesn't make sense. This is not what was being said in that other thing on any of those pages. Late one night, grandfather, Noah, yes, that's the words, came into our habitation, our room. He was accompanied by 2 strangers wearing leather suits and covered them entirely. They used smelly leather hands to cover our faces, preventing us from crying out. We were left almost unable to breathe. They took us somewhere underground and put us on strange cross-shaped metal beds. Our hands and feet were tied with metallic bands, like a crucifix. A group of the suited figures surrounded us, all of them covered by the same material and holding giant hammers. In the centre of the room was grandfather, watching everything. Although he was not wearing a suit, his mere stare terrified me. He came closer and laughed. "My dear granddaughters," he said, "it's time for you to finally fulfill your destiny." Emma couldn't stop crying. She begged him to let us go, but he moved. See, twins. She moved over to the door and ordered the suited men to get us ready for the ritual. Everyone left the room except for one suited man. He walked crooked and slower than the rest. He smelled worse, too. The smell of sewage. He came to us with a small tray of tiny metal vessels. They were filled with liquids and aromatic oils. He began unbuttoning my blouse when Mother suddenly entered the room and hit him with a metal bar. He fell to the floor. That's creepy. Like, how young was that kid? She rushed over to free us, but the suited man got up quickly and raised a dagger from behind Mother's back. I wanted to scream out to her, but I could barely move. Right at that moment, a shot put him down. Another man, also wearing a suit, had shot him from the entrance of the room. He came towards us with his hand raised and took off part of the suit covering his head. It was our grandfather, Bertram! He worriedly asked Mother what she was doing down here without a suit. She said that she had come to save us. Grandfather told her to take us to the surface and we would get to the town port, where someone would be waiting for us with a small fishing boat. Investigation Pasquera! Fishing. Boat of fishing. And back now. Investigation Pasquera. Yeah, so boat excavating fish. You know, fishing. It's interesting that, like, that's written in Spanish there and, like, you're expected to read that. That's also Aga muy extraño ha sucedido una media joven aparello en el lugar iluminado. The Illuminati. No, it's lighting. He lit the room with a candle. Why is she in a cloak there? She wasn't in a cloak like that on the in the cutscene. Anna and Emma, the twins. Okay, so she's no longer dead in here. And, ooh, this is where this goes. And that's why it doesn't fit in the stupid thing. Because the 3 combination is this. But we've got to set them to the correct 3 things. Okay, I understand. I understand. So it was correct to the entire thing all along. We're just missing a piece. Which is now complete. Dials can be rotated, because we need to rotate them to fit the lock. But we need to look at what the lock says before we can do that. Okay. I mean, at least you've got... Well, I mean, is that better or worse than the ground toilet? Because that's just a bucket with a chair. Whereas this one, in the past, has this futuristic Japanese toilet. Which is just like, you know, a squatter over the ground. For lack of a better term. But, you know, surely that's like more plumbing than a bucket. And it's better. Especially if she was abandoned in there for like ages. Okay, so what? Nothing else to do here. So what happens if I correctly press the buttons in the actual order they're supposed to be done? We can't. There's nothing else to do. That would have been, you know, a nice little Easter egg if it at least screams. You know, you click the correct buttons and it just screams. It doesn't necessarily do anything because it's already open. But if it made the scream, that would have been funny. But it's a horror game. Okay. Maybe attract a monster. You know, you did all that extra effort and you attracted a monster. Obviously, we don't want to be. Right, so if I go into the meeting room, we can go across the main hall and pretty much straight to where we want to go. So that's not terrible. That's probably the best route to go. Then we're into a new room. Progress has been made. Will there be something waiting for us along the way? Especially now as we've freed the girl and it did actually have an effect on... We didn't see how long it took for her to be freed because there was no days on, you know, when she was free. It's all written as though it was the same dates, which, you know, they could have put like a few days or something in the law and shown it. Twins! One covering her eyes, the other holding her, you know, supporting her. We're not going the other way because there are still monsters alive here. And we don't want to do that. Right, the power is on, so the door should work. Because I did go and turn the power back on. Just to be safe. Right. Some progress. I knew this key was for this door. I knew, you know, it was the only one with geometric shapes and the only thing that made sense. But it wasn't an actual key at that point. But now it is. It'd be interesting if the one that we put up top didn't actually ever need rotating. Obviously, I have turned it a bit. So, one side equals 1. So, 5, 3, 8. So I need a 5-sided shape. That's 4. That's 8, sorry. 2, 4, 6. That's 5. I reset that because that triangle was actually correct. 5, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Won't turn. Upside down? No. What? So that's definitely 5. 2, 4, 5. That's definitely 3. That's definitely 8. So I don't know why that doesn't work. Sides. Right, so that's definitely 5 sides. I'm counting corners, because corners are the same sides. 2, 4, 8. Like, that should work. Unless I'm looking at it from the wrong side. Of course. Of course. You know, this is probably the front. So 5, 3, 8. Let's try 8. 3, 5. Try that. Eight is infinite. Okay. 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 And there's only one infinitely sided shape. It's infinity, of course. Of course. Of course it is. Orientation is important. Intensive care code. Okay, we've got a lot of new rooms. A lot of new rooms. We're probably going to get hit by monsters. Of course it is. That's a interesting sounding monster. Okay, we're prepared. Sounds like it's got a broken chainsaw or something. Or it's like dragging something very heavy along the floor. And also has like a little bit of a peg leg walk. By the sounds of it. So it probably is dragging like a chain leg or something. Ooh, another. And probably very, very dangerous. Hi! Fancy meeting you here. Did you fight that monster and then come in here? Okay. I mean, I don't have to go face it. It sounds very dangerous. We'll go around it.
Father,
Hi.
what happened to you?
I cut my arm.
You're in shock. We need to take care of your injury before you bleed out.
Don't make me give him my heels.
He's lost an arm. I must find a way to help him.
He actually has lost an arm. I think he cut it off himself.
He's lost an arm.
He doesn't seem that concerned with it. Like, you know, he's also not talking. I think he did do it himself. It doesn't seem that gory and that bleeding. It really should be. You know, these ritualists are all about, like, sacrificing limbs and body parts and things. So I feel like... a traversal mirror, okay. I'll go explore the overworld first. Why I can't light those candles on the mirror, I don't know. Because, you know, that'd be too easy, right? What is that? Some sort of electro prods? Cattle prods? That could be useful against the enemies, I guess. Okay. Of course they'd make this route dark, so that if we do go out there and face that guy, you know, we have to then change our weapon immediately. But access seems to be blocked. Like it says there's a door. So I guess it's behind there. With the electro cattle prods. Maybe. Probably. Okay. I'm gonna assume this is like the other one and it's just gonna take us to like one room rather than like a whole area. Okay. This will probably... Open the mirror. Okay, so that's how you light it up. Just, you know, you have to do it in the thing and then see the other realm.